Hey everyone, it's Keith the RoboDuke here, and I've just returned from MAGFest. MAGFest is one of the coolest things in the world, and I first off like to start this off with a big thanks to my awesome girlfriend who got me a trip to MAGFest as my combination birthday and Christmas gift. So big ups to Dana. Look her up, Baddie Dana on YouTube. She does awesome Lush and Qbox reviews, so go check her out. But back to what I was saying, MAGFest, the Music and Games Festival. This is their 13th one. It just happened this past weekend. It was January 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th at the Gaylord National Convention Center Resort Hotel thing. And this is one of the coolest things for any kind of gamer to go to, or music fan. It's kind of both. It has a lot of bands that perform there that are all sort of nerd-centric, I would call them. A lot of them take inspiration from video games for their songs, or they straight up do covers of things. I got to see a band called Power Glove. They did covers of Tetris, the Power Rangers theme song. They did the Pokemon theme song. They're kind of a heavy metal band doing covers. When they did the Pokemon song, they called a kid up on stage and actually asked him to sing along with them, which was really cool. Bit Brigade was one of the bands I was very excited to go there and see. They have a guy speed run a game live as they play all the music for it. They did Metroid this year, which was fantastic. There were a couple of other bands. The DJ, the guy, I can't remember his name, from Katamari Damacy was there and did a DJ set. Really cool. Whew, man. But besides that, the main reason I love to go to this is all the games, and specifically the arcade, which is huge. There's so many games there. There's so many to play. A lot of classics, a lot of new things, and then some interesting ones. Some things you're not going to see many other places, or you've never even seen in the past. The big one, the big one that they had is Killer Queen, which is a really cool arcade game. It's a 5-on-5 game with 3 different ways to win. 4 people play like worker bees, but they look like little cute little bears, and one person plays the queen. You can win by collecting all the berries on the screen and bringing them to your little honeycomb, your hive, killing the opposing team's queen 3 times, or you can ride a snail into a net. Why a snail into a net? I don't know, but this was one of the most impressive things they had there in the arcade room. Really, really cool, as well as a little game called Flash Beats that was really neat. It sort of a competitive. I didn't try it on single player. I only tried it on versus, where I can't tell if it's rhythm based or just reaction based, bouncing lights back and forth to each other while music plays. You pick a certain song, and there's these cool speakers on the side that kind of project the music right at you. So while in this big arcade and all the noise is going on, you can still hear the music, and I think you're supposed to hit the buttons to a certain beat. I don't know. It's really cool. I got to play it a couple times. I really hope to see it again in the future. Really, really fun. Also, over in the console room, which was also huge, I didn't spend a lot of time in there because a lot of that stuff, I mean, you can play it at home, you can play it at friends. The arcade games are the stuff that's not as accessible to people nowadays, which was why I spent a lot of time in the arcade mostly, or in the dealer room. Dealer room's pretty cool too. Lots of neat stuff in there. I'll get to that in a minute. But over in the console room, there's a game called Funfetti Brawl, which I discovered late on the final night. I just took a little bit of footage of, and it seems to be a Smash Brothers hack or something like that. It has all these characters added into it. Skull Kid, Homer Simpson, Spider-Man. I think I saw Deadpool in there. You can be Knuckles. You can be the Knuckles from the Sonic EXE creepypasta. It looked really crazy. Seemed a little glitchy at points. They would have to exit out of picking their characters every time they would finish a match to make sure it wouldn't glitch out. Looked like a lot of fun. I didn't get a chance to play it. Interesting. I mean, you couldn't really do new finishers with characters. Characters most of the time seem to be palette swaps or full-on model swaps. And while they could give them different moves, they couldn't give them different finishers. So sometimes characters who are based on other ones would have... I know there was somebody in there, might have been Spider-Man or someone who was a copy of Wolf. And so this must be I think it's Melee, or it's Melee or Brawl this is a hack of. I think it's Melee. And so he would have Fox's finisher of bringing the giant... or Wolf's of the giant tank down or whatever. Fox has the same one. Anyway, so that was really cool too. Besides that, the other great thing about this, as I mentioned earlier, my wonderful girlfriend bought me all this going to this trip and whatnot as a gift. So she got me a supporter package, which comes with a lot of neat stuff. I mean, first off, hold on, I got to make sure I can get a view here. First off, one of the cool things you get, MAGFest t-shirt. Pretty freaking rad. MAGFest 13. It's got the cool little symbol. They went with a really neat Tron theme this year, which was really cool. Liked a lot of that. Sweet, right? Pretty cool. So speaking of the Tron theme, comes with a poster of... Whoop. You see that? Nice poster, right? Oh. There we go. A really awesome poster. The Tron guy there. Whoops. Tron himself, or whatever. MAGFest Tron. Holding up a light up guitar. It was super, super cool. Hopefully someday, I hope to get this framed and hung up somewhere. It's a really nice print. A really cool gift. What else? Stickers that came with it. As you can see, I already took one out because it's on my laptop already. Gotta represent it. Not sure what to do with the rest of these. These are pretty cool stickers. Like I said, the Tron theme all throughout everything. I mean, even going throughout your pass. This is what a supporter pass looked like, which is clear, see-through. Woo! Pretty neat. Has your name engraved on there. As you can see, if I move it about there, you can see Keith the RoboDuke engraved right on the little plastic disc. So really freaking awesome. I really love this. Going to hold on to it for a long time. I usually hold on to all my passes, but I mean, most of the time you just get a cardboard thing, you write your name on it. This is really fucking cool. What else we got? Bracelet. But not just any bracelet. Oh no. Oh, there it goes. Doesn't really fit my wrist, but it's pretty cool. Little flashing light thing. I mean, that's the thing too, is they have a lot of DJs, chiptune music, so there is sort of a rave-ish edge to it, I guess. But that seems to be a lot of conventions, especially anime conventions always have raves. Those cultures kind of clash a lot. And people who love anime love video games. So, yeah. Yo-yo. Lights up when you move it. I don't know if I can get that here. Can we get that? Woo! There it goes. Cool, right? Other neat stuff. Little keychain. Pin. Best thing about the keychain is you can drop it while you're trying to record. Best thing about the keychain. It's a bottle opener on the back. And believe me, that got some use. One of the cool things about MAGFest is everybody's drinking, everybody's drunk. Well, maybe not everybody, but nobody really cares. You can just walk around the convention center with your beverages, and it's pretty awesome. Frisbee disc, which I guess also goes with the Tron theme. And it all came in this pretty cool little shouldery swag bag. The MAGFest logo on it. Awesome, right? And then in the dealer's room, I found a couple things that were really cool. First off is this awesome flask, which has the Murder of Crows premium quality vigor. It's from BioShock Infinite, one of my favorite games. It's not the exact same logo. I guess it's an artist's rendition, therefore no sort of copyright infringement. But the best thing is on the back how it says, if you look here, warning, side effects may include burning, itching, feathers, and other crow-like abnormalities. So this also got some good use at MAGFest as well, and will get used at future conventions and events and other such things. What else we got? No, not that. So speaking of BioShock, I saw this really cool t-shirt and bought it. I can't remember what stand I got it from, but Rapture. BioShock is one of my favorite games of all time, so had to pick this one up. Really nice little logo. Brian Industries, no gods or kings, only men. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's see. What else do I have? Hold on one second. We're going to do a cut here because I forgot something. Cut! And I'm back! That was a real quick cut. I also got this awesome wine glass. I'll hold it to here so you can see. Let's see, where's the logo? There it is. It's a really nice little wine glass with the Zelda logo on it. Something that came with the swag bag was a $12 gift certificate to, I think it was Fanboy or Fan-Made Glass. I wish I remembered their name. Sorry. Really nice little glass here with the Zelda logo etched into it. Sort of a green glass on top, clear on the bottom. I picked this one because the rest were all just pint glasses and mugs, and they were clear and regular, and I thought this one looked really freaking sweet. So I picked this one up. Also, love Zelda. Last but not least, one of my favorite finds was this right here. It was Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. For DS, it was sealed. I already opened it and started playing it because it's one of my favorite games ever. I've never owned a copy, though. I played a friend's back in the day. Yeah, like 8, 9, 10 years ago, maybe, when this came out. And I was super happy to find this again. 9 years ago this came out, actually. Super happy to find this and start playing it. The only downside is I couldn't find a copy of Aria of Sorrow, the prequel to this. which I really would love to find a copy of on Game Boy Advance. So that's about it. I had a great weekend at MAGFest. It was super duper duper, duper duper duper, duper fun. I highly recommend it to anyone out there into video games, video game music, or just, want to try something new. I mean, they also had collectible card game tables, board game tables. I didn't really go check those rooms out. I actually didn't go there at all. I should have. I don't play enough board games and card games, but it was awesome. It was a ton of fun. And so I hope you enjoyed my video here. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at RoboDuke. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're also subscribed over on YouTube at youtube.com/the2Ds channel. Not a lot of stuff going on there right now. Things have been kind of hectic, but we're going to have a new Loot Crate video soon, and hopefully some other things. So besides that... Oh, one other thing I just realized. If you want to hear more about my experience at MAGFest, including meeting some of my favorite YouTubers, hanging out with my friend Dan, who some of you may know as Danny Sexbang from Ninja Sex Party, or Dan from the Game Grumps, I'm going to talk a little bit about hanging out with him and his fame. That it's really, really crazy. But I'm going to be talking about it on Sidecast, podcast I'm on pretty much every single week. Follow us on Twitter at Sidecast Show. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/Sidecast Show. Sidecast.podomatic.com is where you can find our podcast. Keep an eye out for that. I'm going to talk a ton about MAGFest. Hopefully have our buddy Chris, also known as Nico Bun, on there, who was one of our roomies at the convention, be on that episode to talk all about it. So here's some more over there, and hope you guys have a great one. Catch you later.